Okay. So, one of my tricks, two of my tricks, when you just are getting up and you're like, I just don't feel like doing anything today, grab you a pole. Here's mine. It can come in all shapes and sizes. We used dowels at the school when I was there. Get you a pole. Just pick you up a pole. You can just start walking around. In fact, that's a good thing to do. Here's your chair, for instance. See? Here's my chair. I'm going to put the chair more in the middle of the room. Here's my pole. I'm going to put it right here at the collarbone. See that? I'm going to walk around the chair, just like that. Then I'm going to go forward and walk around the other way. Do you know what happens when you do this? This is a very simple thing, but here's the deal. If you're leaning in, don't lean in. Drop your chin, big breath through the nose, bring your pole right here at your collarbone, right under your chin, and then you can just bring it to the belly button. And you continue to do just that. So see how I'm going to come right here, and then I'm going to turn around and go the other way immediately? That one turn that I did, see, I'm going right to here. Now I'm going to turn and go the other way. So I'm doing full body turns, basically. So see, I'm right here. I'm going to turn. Okay, this musculoskeletal action and proprioceptive action is actually contributing to part of what we want you to warm up in a warm up. So see, I'm going to come all the way here, then I'm going to turn, then I'm going to come here, and I'm just working, I'm gripping, I'm dropping the bar to the belly button, to under the chin, I'm turning, and this constant turning, the rhythmic action of doing a partial circle and then turning your whole full body and going back the other way in the opposite direction and continuing to correct your stance. How do you do that? Because see, as you're walking like here, you tend to start doing this. I don't want you to do that. I want you to stand fully up. And right here, see, I'm going to take a full turn. See this? Full turn. Right there. Big breath through the nose. Rib cage up. So here I am. I'm going to do a full turn. It's that full turn that starts your vestibular system cranking. See this? Full turn. Now, I could go all the way around, see, without turning, which that's fine if you want to do that. But at some point, you have to turn so that the sides of your body is changing directions to the chair is the point. See, this is my inside now. See, I'm just cranking like this, cranking like this, cranking. I'll go around all the way. Okay, now right here, I'm going to turn. Now this side is on the inside. And when you do this in a rhythmic fashion, with your shoulders down, and you're just walking heel toe, I'm not doing any kind of weird type of walking. I'm pulling in my tummy, and then after I've circled the chair, either half or take it around twice, then I turn, full turn, and I just keep my hands going. Now, when you're doing this, I want you to keep your wrist in neutral. So see how I'm going to turn and come back around? Take a big deep breath, drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders. Now turn around, turn, 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 go all the way back around. Now, this may seem so simple, but I'm telling you, with a chair in the middle and you're doing a full circle and turning and just working your arms gently like this, hanging onto a pole, big breath through the nose, one more, I'm going to turn all the way around, I'm making my foot, my knee, my hip interact with the floor in such a way that it's got to be very, this kind of stepping helps you to be aware of where you're at in space. That's what proprioception is, okay? After I've done that, take a big deep breath, take my Powell, dig in, and you shift from side to side. See how I'm digging in? And I'm rolling. See how I'm rolling? And I'm rolling. And every time I dig in and I put weight into here, you know what I say to myself? I say rib cage up. So you're on a toe point here or a roll, and this is starting to take load. Why am I going over these very simple moves? And I'm doing a lot of them. Because when you have high humidity, it affects your the chemistry. It affects the fluid in your body. Your diet, of course, yes. If you retain salt, sodium, water, has a big effect. So these kind of gentle motions that I'm going through for the first about 10 minutes of this class can really set your whole workout and your whole day up. So if you have a chair and you just grab a bar, it could be a cane, it could be a towel, it could be a umbrella, it could be a golf club. Yeah, even a bat. Okay, keep doing this. See, it's the rhythm that I want to get in here as I'm rolling side to side, pressing, saying rib cage up, do not lean forward, do not lean forward. If you're not feeling it when you get up and you're just having a hard time getting going, start circling your wagons, so to speak. Circle, rotate, body swings. That is your little trick, okay? It really is. And spend a little bit of time doing that. It will be well worth it. Then take another spin around as you rotate your hands and you go all the way around. See, go around twice and don't go around fast. Some of you that are prone to being dizzy, that's why I only went half the circle. And I didn't even go full circle. I am now, okay, because I'm kind of getting warmed up, okay? What we just did, I can't even tell you how important that is. Now, here's my little bar. Here's my step. If you don't have a step that's very stable and that's 8 inches, then you step on this 2-inch pad. See, I can step up into that. See, just like that. It's on the floor. That's what you do. Or I'm going to step up here. See that? I'm going to bring that knee up. I'm going to come back down. Take a big deep breath. As I enter into this ambulation, it's a stepping ambulation. I'm going to step up and I'm going to bring that knee up. And I'm going to use my pole slightly. So I'm going to come up, tap, back down. I'm not going fast. Step up, tap, back down. Step up, tap. So just the act of getting this knee up here, dropping your shoulders, taking big breaths through your nose, step, tap, and come down. Step, tap, and come down. And then hit a rhythm. Everybody wants to know, well, how many do I have to do? You know what? Do as many as you need to really get your postural lineup going. And if you start leaning forward, hanging your head out, you have to take a big deep breath and regroup. How do you regroup? You say rib cage up, drop my shoulders, breath. That's how you regroup. Do you see that every time I step up, I'm bringing that knee up just a little bit higher. I'm not driving it. I'm not doing this fast. You could, but if you just hit a nice rhythm and do this kind of stepping for even 2 minutes. See, I didn't say how many. I said 2 minutes. There's a lot of variables there. But here's the parameters. When you go to step right here, if you ever jump, you gotta regroup. Don't jump. Take a breath, lean in, press, and come up. Okay, so slow it way down. If you notice that you're kind of doing a little jump, okay, slow it down. Take a breath. So what I'm doing right now, even if I did it on a low surface, this right here, if you did this, if I had you sign a document that you promised to do this for 2 minutes, 3 or 4 times in the day, I'll say that. In 2 weeks' time, you would start noticing a difference actually in your energy level, because that's directly going to affect your metabolic profile, how you utilize whatever energy you take in or whatever energy you have stored in your body. This little move right here, slow it down and don't lean. You're breathing deeper. Breathe through your nose. Just like that. Take a breath. Don't jump. And I'm stepping up on 8 inches. You can step up on 2 inches. Be crucially aware that when you step up on that balance pad, it's going to throw you. Be ready for that. Okay? So once I've done this, nice, medium, not fast, but fully aware, then step off, step wide, and now we're going to turn. We're going to turn with our hips in place. So what do I mean by that? We're sitting back into the heel. That's what I mean. When I turn, I have a little twist, a little turning here, but I'm not pivoting in my foot. That means I'm right around the belly button. I am pulling into a transverse modality, okay? That just means turning. So this kind of move has big, big, big implications in a hip, especially if it's been replaced, in knees, especially if they've been replaced, because you don't want huge twists, but you want those forces to be pulling, because that's what strengthens the joint and the muscle around the joint. This kind of minimal pulling. And how do I get minimal pulling? I don't displace. I don't do this. We'll do that, but not right now. So I'm really eliciting this move by keeping my shoulders are the ones that are pulling this. See that? And then your arms follow. Okay? Too many times, this is what you see. You see people swinging their arms everywhere, and they're going all over the place. Well, it's not getting into the very structure of the back that I'm wanting you to get into. We'll do that, but not starting off. See how I'm letting the shoulders pull this, and then the arms follow? Yeah, and I'm getting really good pulls through the knee, through the hip, but it's not going to hurt it. That's the point. That's what you got to hear. And I know a lot of people who like, oh, I'll just go in, I'll just do the part where she's really lifting stuff. and they miss all of this. Well, it's all of this is going to make you do all the other better. So now I'll just go in a rhythmic pull. And you see what I'm doing is right in the middle, I'll take my gaze and I'll fixate on something right in front of me. Because then my sight is spinning all the way around. And you can continue on a continuum and just for a split second, focus on something. This has everything to do with balance. This has everything to do with keeping your balance. Is where are you focused on? Are you feeling dizzy? Because you're changing your focus. See? Then you step into it. Now we're ready to start and do the countdown. And we're going to do 10 moves that you've got to always do. These are the 10. So I'll do some of them with weights. Some of them I won't have weights. Okay? I'm going to move my chair back just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and pick up lightweight. So this for me, lightweight. And by the way, you could do this whole thing. Yeah, you could do this whole thing with your weight vest. Mine is over here. I did not put it on. It's very hot. And you know, if you've got a good fan and you want some weight vest, get a weight vest. Other than that, pick up, this is a 6 and this is a 6. But if you know that you have to stay very gentle, pick up a 3 and a 3, a 4 and a 4. That would be fine. 5 and a 5. That'd be fine. Okay. All I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the 10th most important move to keep doing. A step back lunge. Step back, lunge. And so when I step back, I'm going to bring the back leg down until I go, okay, that's about it. And then I'm going to come back up. And I'm going to do it again. And I may do 3. I may do 6. I may do 10. But if you do it willy-nilly right now, if you go really wide and then you start coming down and you get all wonky and you start losing your balance, it's going to scare you. So you need to always be next to your counter, next to your bed, next to a wall. Do not do this fast. When you get down there, you hang out here and you say rib cage up. And you take a breath and you press back. And you just rock from the toe to the heel. See, I'm down into the toe now. I want to go into a really good flexion right there. I want to go into a really good flexion with my toe in the back, right there. Okay, hold it and just count 1, 2, rib cage up, 3, breathe. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then step forward. That was a step back lunge. Take a big deep breath through your nose. Do a little walk, walk, walk. Shoulders come up. Shoulders come down. You ready? Tightening your tummy. Get next to a wall, a counter, something. Drop your shoulders again. Take a breath. Step back a little. Check it out. Does that feel good? See, I'm going to go down just a little. If you're like, oh no, I can go back more. Take a big deep breath. Step back more. Okay? So the goal here is to lift your heel and to go into those flexed toes in the back. This is one of the reasons why a step back lunge is a very important move to always be able to do, okay? Because it makes you flex your toes with a little pressure, okay? So when you're coming into this down position, take a breath. Go down far enough where you feel those toes really flexing. and you're feeling muscles having to say, oh, geez, we've got to do something here. She's going to keep doing some of these. Take a big deep breath, about 3 more. Drop your shoulders, drop your chin. Breath, breath, 2 more, 2 more. Here we go. And we're going to hold the last one. Here we go. Right here, right here. Rib cage up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And come back. Okay? So that was a step back lunge. I did it with 6 and 6. Could you do it with no weight? Absolutely. You could do it with no weights. But if you're taking it easy, if you tend to be a little worried about your balance, I would so much rather you do that step back lunge by hanging on to something on both sides or at least one side, and just do it with no weight. Just do it with your body weight. See this? And just do several, all right, with your rib cage up and your hand here. Because if you get into an unbalanced situation in a step back lunge, it's going to scare you. Then you're not going to do them with weights. So you can either achieve it with having a backpack on and doing that and still holding on, or just with no weight. Okay, coming up, coming up, coming up. Step ups. And I already did some of them. See here? Right here. Step up, tap, back down, back down. So in this way of doing that, I change lead legs. Step up, tap, step down, step down. Now I'm doing it on this. Like I said, if you want to achieve the very same benefits, well, almost, step up, tap, step down. But I would have, if you were going to step on this repeatedly, I would definitely have a pole in my hand. And if you need to reference anybody about whether or not what I'm telling you is true, you can call Kay. Because a very simple step sometime on this step, if you're not ready for it, its whole purpose is to stress your balance systems, okay? So a step up is the 9th move. I'm going from 10 to 1 today, okay? And you're just gonna rotate. Sure, I could do it all on one side and then rotate to the other side. I don't want to overload that much right now. See? And I'm doing this so that it gives you permission to use a hand hold. And all you're doing is coming up here and tapping so that you change lead legs. You're doing an alternated step up is what you're doing, okay? And then if you get to where you really want to make your muscles sing on this, you get to where you can step on a normal step. Normal steps are about 8 inches, okay? 7. They start getting smaller when it goes to 4. But even in stepping up on a stair repeatedly, you have to slow it down. Think about your posture. Don't get going so fast just to get them done with. That doesn't help. So you're going to step, tap, and right there, rib cage up, breathe through the nose, down and down. And when you go down, take your time. See this? Take your time. Make your muscles work on that eccentric move that's going down. And then I can also do this whole stair step thing. If I move it, instead of coming off the back end, if I have this, which you can all do this with your step here. So it's a step and you're coming down the front way. Step, back way. Step, front way. Step, back way. This is money, y'all. You can do it with this. Sure, I can do it with this. See, it's a step down, step down. This move, a step up. They're called step ups, but I call it, I add a step down. And the whole trick here is stabilize yourself. You don't have to do 10, do 4 on one leg. And really slow it down when you come off the front end. Okay, that's that absolutely important eccentric. See, I'm lengthening to get myself down and then come back over. Take a big breath through your nose. See, I have my palm on one side, I'm holding on the other side because I'm doing 8-inch step. Okay, take a breath. You don't have to go fast. Just think about slowing down when you're coming down. Okay, take a breath. Take a breath. So I did step ups, and then I went into the eccentric load, step up and step down. Okay? Okay. Number 8. Here we go. Let me see where our time is. I want to make it through. We're doing good. Okay. I'm going to go to the floor, but those of you who don't want to go to the floor, you're going to do it on the chair. So I'll do the chair, and then I'll go to the floor for me. And I might go from my knees. What is this move? It's going to be the plank. Number 8. Plank. So I'm right here, and I'm going to go knee in and back. I'm going to keep my shoulders down. Take a big deep breath. Shoulders down. Take a big deep breath. Shoulders down. Take a big deep breath. Shoulders down. Breath. Tight tummy. Right there. Tight tummy. Right there. Tight tummy. Shoulders down. So I'm doing a plank. I can hold it, or I can do a count. See? I can just tap my knee. Keep going from the chair, or I can come down here from my knees and do a plank and hold right here, or hold here. Bring the knee in. Bring the knee in. Bring the knee in. Bring the knee in. Go to your knees anytime you need to. Take a breath. Bring the toes down and the knees up. Hold. Breath, 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 breath. Then you're going to push back. Open. Equalize. Come up. And then finish on the chair. So you're right here. So you can do these anywhere, anytime. You can do it against a tree trunk, a car fender, a chair, a couch. You get the idea. If your wrists bother you, get your gloves and put your fist, okay? So that you keep your wrist neutral. And when you're down here, your shoulders are down, and you just kind of do a little knee in. See this? Squeeze your gluteal. Right there, squeeze. Big breath, squeeze. Big breath, squeeze. Big breath, squeeze. Drop your shoulders, squeeze. Shoulder squeeze. Big breath. Big breath. 2 more. Big breath. Big breath. Step in. Woo! Okay. The next one is number 7. And it is supposed to be a side lying leg raise. Okay? Now, if you're down on the ground, you could do that, no problem. Side lying leg raise. If you don't want to get in the ground, just do these. Boom. That's all. See, you can lay down, but I'm doing the same motion. Yeah, it's different against gravity for load. Talk to engineers about that. But you shift, you straighten the leg, and you come up here without pointing your toe up. And then you just go to a tap and you come back. And you go to a tap and you come back. See, my toe is in dorsiflexion. This knee has to be soft. Don't lean way into your holding unit, whatever that might be, okay? So you could be lying down, or you could just get on with it standing up. Sometimes you can't lay down, okay? Take a breath. I had to think of all this kind of stuff when I was doing all those trips, medical trips with my husband, because in Africa, you pretty much don't want to lay down in the bush on the ground. And that's what I was trying to show. So those gals that were having backaches, this is one of the ones I showed them. Okay, look. So I'm going to the other side. That's all. Going to the other side. Side lying leg raise. Well, if you can't lay down on the side, stand up. You can have your weight vest on right now. Soften up the joints. Tighten. Yeah, brace. Drop your shoulders. Hand here. Straight leg. And do you see how I'm leading with my ankle, with my heel? I'm not pointing my toe up. Yeah, I don't want to point it out or up like a duck. Take a breath. Soften this knee again, again, again. Just keep softening it. Right there. Take a breath. And you should be feeling this in those structures around your hips, inside and outside. Inside and outside. That's what I meant. Take a big deep breath. Big deep breath. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right there. Right there. Straighten up. Drop your shoulders. Big breath. Soften your knee. Okay, this leg is going to be straight. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Bring it back. Take a breath. Drop your shoulders. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Bring it back. Here we go. All the way up. Turn that toe in. I got 3 more. 3 more. Here we go. Breath. 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 Here we go. 1 more. Soften up the knee here. Straight leg here. And come back in. Now just kind of lift your heels. Just lift your heels. Don't even march in place. You're rotating. See that you're rotating through those hip structures that you just did a hit on. Yeah, just like that. Turn your toe out. Bring it back. Turn your toe out. Bring it back. Big breath. Yes, just like that. Okay. We're to the 6th move. 6th move essential. Okay. This is where you can have, if you have something in front of you, that's great, like a bed, like a counter, chairs, whatever, or you can get your little pole. This is going to be side to side lunges, okay? And how do they go? You step wide, put this here if you need it. If you don't need it, just hold it like this. Soften up your knees. You're going to go side lunge, and you're going to try to bring your upper body close to this leg. I know, don't roll your eyes. It's not that you're going to, but that's kind of what the idea of the move is. Do you see this? This is a side to side lunge. And you need to go far enough and be wide enough so that when you get into the drop right here, keep your chin tucked, you actually feel it right here. And then you come up. And when you come up, you are asking this leg and then this leg to push your whole body weight up. If you have a weight vest on right now, that's a big plus. But if you aren't ready for a vest weight, then, that wouldn't help you any, would it? Okay, drop down. Okay, I'm right here. Now I'm going to ask this leg to push me up. I'm fully pushing right there. See that? Side lunges. Take a breath, push the butt back, brace, breathe, bring the upper body right down as far as you can, and then now ask this leg to push you fully up, just like that. Okay, you're gonna shift, push the butt back, you're all the way down in the drops. Now right here, push, and you're up. So I went far enough that I could really feel it in the groin. Okay, so here I come down. Do not, on this move, think you're helping yourself by putting your head, your nose down first and rounding your back. You're not helping. If you're doing that in order to get down lower, well, don't. Just do this. See this? This would be fine. Just go here. Forget about how far, okay? Because there are some people that just think, oh, I can get my nose to my knee. That's not the point. You want your ear over your shoulder over your hip. Bring the whole unit down. Then push the whole unit up. Hip hinge all the way down. Push the whole unit up. Got it? Breath, push. Here we go. Breath, push. Here we go. Breath, push. And one more. Breath and push. Yay. Okay. Next one. That was side to side lunges. And we're hitting pretty much one set. I'm doing anywhere from 8 to 15, something like that. Kathy knows exactly, but you know, somewhere like that, right, Kath? Okay. Hip bridges. Again, if you don't want to get in the floor, get your little butt on a chair or lay down in the bed. In fact, if you would do this move, I'm going to get in the floor. You don't have to, but you're going to come from right here. You're going to drop your shoulders. You're going to step out and you're going to lift your hips. So keep your shoulders back here. Yeah. And then lift your hips just like that. Take a big deep breath. Keep your chin tucked. Tighten your tummy. And then bring one leg up. Then bring the other leg up. And bring one leg up. And don't drop. Keep way up there. If you're going to be doing this from a chair, you got to stay way up. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your butt. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. I'm going to get in the floor. You don't have to. You can do it right like I showed you right there. There I go. I'm going to come right here. I'm going to come up. Just from the floor. Mind you, I could have my heels on the little balance pad. That would be fine. That would be very good. Take a breath. Come back down. So if you're doing it with just your body weight, put your pillow, your balance pad, lift those hips, come back down. You don't do it fast. You do it perpetual motion. You hit the top, squeeze, come down like a string of pearls. Take a breath, drop your shoulders, palms up, squeeze, come back down. Take a big breath into that pad with your heels. Drop your shoulders. Here we go, string of pearls all the way up. Then come back down. Take a breath. All the way back up. So here's the deal, y'all. This move right here is one of the absolutely foundational moves if you're having any kind, or if you want to avoid hip, sciatic, knee issues, or if you're recovering from any of those issues, okay? Because you are really calling on the weakest part of your leg, which is your back musculature, your back leg musculature, and you're systematically bringing that string of pearls up, holding it, then coming back down. If you could just 3 times a week try to see if you can work at doing 2 to 3 sets of 10 of this very methodical, continual hamstring and gluteal squeeze is what it is. And see, I've got my toes up because I'm working my tibialis anterior. That's in my lower leg. Then I'm coming back down. Mac is coming down to check on me. Make sure I'm not dead. Okay, take a breath. Okay, hang in there, do it with me, come all the way up, squeeze, come back down, let's do 3 more, here we go. Breath, release your toes if they get too tight, then bring them back up, rotate, lift, back down. You can do every one of these from the chair. Take a breath, all the way up, hold, come back down, take a breath, here we go. Up and hold, 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 up and hold. Palms are up. Come back down and come back down. Now, before we get up, if you're in your chair, fine, or if you're laying down, bring a knee in, bring a knee into your chest, and bring the leg up. And just really do a dorsiflexion with your foot. See that? And then go from side to side, side to side, side to side, point, flex, and then bring it down. Then they do the other one. Tight tummy, drop your shoulders, bring that arm under, and you want to pull the leg as far in as you can, keeping your knee bent, bring it in, and then straighten it, and then point and go. Rotate to the side, then point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, and really pull that leg in. Take a big deep breath, bring it back down, rotate your legs to the side. So this is a little bit of extra. We still have about 3 or 4 of these moves to go. But I'm putting these in just for a little extra. Okay, you don't even get charged any more for this. But this move right here, I call it the wave. Some people call it whatever they call it. But back and forth, side to side with your knees like this. Oh my goodness, that is so helpful on tight hips and tight backs. Okay, so I come to my hands and knees. Take a big deep breath. Put my toes in. Press. I'm coming up. Now I'm going to grab my weights again. Okay. So this time I'm going to go on up and I'm going to grab, and you can do this with a weight vest on, by the way. So I'm going to grab 12 and 12. Okay. So now I'm 12 and 12 and I'm going to do heel, toe, walks. So you know how to do toe walks, right? So here's the deal. My knee is soft. You do not have to be holding weights to get benefit from this. Put your weights down. Don't even worry with weights if you're recovering from any kind of knee or hip surgery. All I want you to do is grab a balance hold, a bar, bring your heels up. I just want you to walk around the house for 1 to 3 minutes. That's all. See? And I have a pole. Now, if you're ready and you want to do that same kind of a thing, and you want to tippy toe, your heels don't touch. So now you're going to do a front to back pattern. Don't touch your heels. You're up into your toe box. You can hang on to your weights or you can put them up on your shoulders. It's whichever you would rather. I'm doing it like I'm carrying. And somebody might say, well, how many steps do you take? And I'm going, I don't count the steps. I would love to see somebody work at this and get up to 3 minutes. Pretty much every day, walking on their toes. Then you're gonna walk on your heels, and the heels will be a little different, okay? You have a little more control, walking on your toes like we're walking. Take a big deep breath. Take a big deep breath. Okay, now put your heel down. Okay, look at how weird that makes you feel. Yeah, just bring your toe, don't even touch your toes. Okay, act like the front of your foot is, I don't know, you hurt it somehow and you can't put the front part of your whole foot on the ground. Heel toe walking is the third in our countdown, you guys. It's the third thing that you need to be able to always do. These two moves, probably more than almost any of the other ones, will directly help your postural, your balance, because you're going back and forth from toe to heel ambulation. And you have to think about what you're doing in order to do this. Okay, you have to think about it. Okay, so spend some time on your toes and your heels. Okay, that was the fourth one. The third one, I'm sorry, I said that was the fourth one was heel toe walks. The third one would be sit to stands or squats and holding squats. So if you want to get technical, it's a wall squat. Some people aren't ready to do a wall squat, especially if you're by yourself. Because when you do a true wall squat, you have to get to this position with your back against the wall. Okay, if you hold that position for very long and then you try to come up out of it, unless you have a pretty sturdy chair next to you, it's going to be hard to get up out of that. So how we achieve it is we get our weights in our hands and we come into a squat situation and we straighten our back up as much as we can and we get back into those heels and then we come up. Okay, and if you want to, really, I'll do it in just a minute. I'm going to do a couple of these just like this. So you come down into your sit to stand. So the sit to stand and the wall squat is kind of trying to work through some of the same musculature. So if you can do a wall squat, and I usually try to achieve it with a ball behind the back, because then you can come out of it much easier. But you can grab weights and go into a squat situation like we are right now. And then coming up, take a big deep breath, go into your wall squat right here, and you're holding. Bring that chest up, keep your chin tucked, take a breath, 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 breath. And see, I'm doing this with 12 and 12. You don't have to do it with any weight. I'm just doing it with 12 and 12 because I can. And I'm trying to add a little weight that way, a little more than my body weight. Take a breath, bring into the heels, breath, and then come back. Okay, now I'm going to continue this, but I'm going to show you a different technique. So if you're not going to get against the wall with a ball, I like to do a big ball behind the back. But if you don't have that, you can do what I'm going to do right now. Do not do this with weights if you have balance issues, okay? Just don't. So I'm going to put my little heel right on the edge of my balance pad, okay? I'm going to be shoulder width, okay? I'm going to rotate, push back into my heels. I'm going to come down into as low as I can go, and then I'm going to push in through the heels and come up and squeeze. So I'm going to do a set with my feet on the floor, which is what we just did. Then I'm going to grab my weights. I'm going to step up onto the edge with my heels so that I get into some deeper muscles that I wouldn't normally have gotten into. But what I can caution you about is as you're going down, whether you use the balance pad to step on or whether you just put your feet on the floor, see how slowly I'm working, but I'm continual. I'm squeezing the gluteals, breathe. I come down into the heels. I don't let my knees go into the middle. Take a breath. Keep your chin tucked. Take a breath. Keep your chin tucked. Big breath. And I'm using almost the same kind of cadence as we have distressed before. 2 counts up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 counts down. And then 1, 2, squeeze your butt. Take a big breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you set down into those heels. 1, 2, big breath. 1, 2, 3, exhale. 4, take a breath. Exhale. 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. And then come back up. Squeeze, step off. Okay? So that would be your sit to stands and or wall squats. Okay? Last one. And you can do these off of the little steppy stool that I have, or you can do this off of these balance pads. Actually, the balance pads is really a good one to start with. You know why? Because it helps you not go too far. This one, if you are doing it correctly, you'll get your calves really sore. So you're going to put your toes right on the edge, and then you're going to drop that heel till it touches the floor. If you were on that 8-inch stool, or if you were on a step, like a stair, you're going to drop your heels a lot more. And for some people, they don't realize it, but that's too much. So this is perfect because it's only 2 inches. See that? Okay, now drop your shoulders, raise. Now rotate, go into the toes, bring those heels up until that front foot is fully flexed. So there we go. Squeeze the gluteal. Take a big breath and come down. So here we go. And again, this one is a great one to do with a backpack or a weight vest on. All the way up, come back down. Don't do this and do no contractions in your gluteal. You gotta contract, okay? Drop your shoulders, tighten, brace, go into the toe box, way up, now squeeze, and then come back down. Breath, rotate, all the way up, squeeze, come back down, here we go, up, all the way up, squeeze, and come back down, up, all the way up, come back down, squeeze, drop your shoulders, drop your chin, squeeze your gluteals, breath. So if you could just remember like this one and the step ups, oh my goodness, we would be so far ahead of the game and your legs will start getting stronger. This right here, squeeze. You can do this with this little 2-inch square, and most of you have them from me. Keep breathing, shoulders down, come all the way up, squeeze, 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 and all the way down. And you keep doing it until you feel a little screaming going on in your calf. Then you can step back, take a break, turn your toe out, come down, rotate, then go back in and do the next set. Okay? And that's how that goes. And I'm telling you, if you have this simple little pad and you can work yourself through some of the step back lunges, some of the step ups, and then step off. So you're stepping up and then over, because that brings in that eccentric work. And your calf raises, don't discount those calf raises. They are very important. Then you stop the same way you started with body swing. So here I am. I just turn, 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 breath, 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 breath. Take a big deep breath. I know, little body swing. That'll work. I don't know what happened. Some noise started happening. I have to look at that.